Hey everybody, welcome to another Sit Down Stand-Up. I'm really excited about my show this week because it's actually an interview that I did last year sometime for another project that didn't get off the ground. But I wanted to share this interview because it is with Aaron James, author of Assholes, A Theory. And I love this book so much that after I read it, I wrote to him and asked him if I could interview him, and he said yes. And I highly recommend this book. It's relatable because everybody has at least one asshole in their life that they have to deal with. So please enjoy my interview with Aaron James, author of Assholes, A Theory. I am sitting here today with Dr. Aaron James, and we are here to talk about assholes. Probably not the kind you're thinking. We're here to talk about Assholes, A Theory, the New York Times bestseller, written by Aaron James and illustrated by almost every man I've dated. Aaron is a professor of philosophy at UC Irvine and also holds a PhD from Harvard, y'all, which means he's smart. And if there's anything that we could use more of right now in our country, it's smart people. Aaron, thank you for being here. Cheers. Why don't we start, if you would tell everyone in a few words what your book is about.
The book is a philosophical theory of what it is to be an asshole.
An asshole. Well, I'll tell you, it's a perfect time to talk about it. And you know how much I love your book. I was in a bookstore in Denver, and I read the back of the book, and all I can say is, you had me at assholes. Did you see that coming? Okay, so please give everyone the intellectual definition of an asshole.
So the asshole is the guy who allows himself special advantages in cooperative life out of an entrenched sense of entitlement that immunizes him against the complaints of other people.
Okay, so well, just in case some dumb people are watching, could you simplify that a little bit? Like maybe people who just think they're special more than others in some way?
Special, it's a bit like a cheater. Somebody who cheats, like in line, will cut in line, but they don't just cut in line, or they're not just insensitive or rude. They have a sense of entitlement. They think they're smart or beautiful or rich and therefore deserving of the privilege. And then if somebody calls them out on it, like, hey buddy, there's a line here, they won't listen. They'll just wall out the complaint.
Well, we couldn't have picked a better time to be talking about assholes. They're running amok worldwide, and as far as the why of that we can talk about later, but I want to know, Aaron, what made you want to dig so deeply into assholes? Let me rephrase. What was your inspiration for the book?
Right, well, surfers are assholes, some of them anyway. I grew up as a surfer, and at one of my regular surf breaks, I was paddling out from catching a wave, and I saw a guy who, coming down the line, who regularly breaks the rules of right-of-way that surfers use to share waves. And the way this guy does it is he'll sort of cheat the rules or take the person's wave, and then when they complain, he'll sort of explode and get angry. And then it sort of just occurred to me for the first time that I thought, oh, what an asshole, as I often do. And then I had a thought I hadn't had before, a philosophical moment of, wait a minute, I'm not just venting feelings, I'm classifying this person as of a certain type, as
right.
distinct from the others.
Right.
And then if you're a philosopher, that's what we do, is define things, concepts. And so I thought, well, so I should try to define the type.
So you're a philosopher. Well, you say in your book, which I thought was very interesting, that assholes are predominantly men. What a shock, huh, ladies? Why do you think that is? Because I always thought it was in part because of the testosterone pumping through their testes.
Yeah, so initially I wasn't sure whether assholes were only men. I thought maybe it could be that we just use the word asshole only for men by definition. The way you call spinster is by definition women. Or I thought of Ann Coulter, actually, who seems like an asshole. But even if you don't think she's an asshole, it's certainly coherent.
No, she's an asshole.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for reassuring.
Yeah, so there is a difference between female assholes and male assholes, but we tend to refer to women with a different name.
I don't know if a bitch, I think, might be a different type exactly, but the difference between the bitch and the asshole, I think, is the asshole is usually brazen and out in the open, and the bitch is sort of characteristically behind the scenes or not upfront. So they might still make a show of respect because of how we raise boys and girls differently because of socialization.
Girls become sneakier assholes.
Girls, well, they have to be sneakier in order to, if they have a sense of entitlement, they have to be sneakier to sort of get by with the sort of the way that we police, norms against girls is very different than boys. Boys will be boys, so we sort of give them a lot of slack, a lot of leeway. Maybe we even reward them for being
So
out in the
therefore,
open.
men feel much more comfortable acting like assholes in public, or
Right.
outwardly acting like assholes.
Yeah, there's just a lot more latitude for men, even when you're not an asshole. You can sit on a bus bench and spread your legs and lean back and put your arm out and
Yeah.
be like, this space is mine.
That's an asshole
yeah.
position.
Well, I don't know if no, I don't think. I mean, I don't think someone's an asshole just for doing that. They are if it is on the subway when there's only so many seats, and then somebody's taking up 2 seats because they want to air out the crotch area. That's
Yeah, that's.
and then if a woman wants to sit down, or a lady or anybody wants to sit down, and then the person doesn't respond, free up the space. That would be.
Well, if you're
an asshole
airing
move.
your crotch out in public transportation, especially crowded public transportation, chances are you're an asshole.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, airing your crotch out is something you should do in your own time, if you
Okay.
ask me. But I hope you enjoyed my interview with Aaron James. Be sure to tune in next week for part 2 of the interview when we go even further into assholes. Thanks for watching Sit Down, Stand Up, and I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.